University in Connecticut, where he simultaneously presided over the school paper and the community radio station on campus. I thought there were FCC rules about that, but I guess not. He spent 5 years serving government clients while employed at the consulting firm Accenture, and he will be spending the summer hiking canyons in the Southwest. And when he returns, he will be working at Wells Fargo in marketing. Please join me in welcoming Eric Myers.
Thank you for that warm welcome, everyone. Dear graduates, faculty, staff, families, esteemed guests, and Mark Johnson, too. Commencement speeches, like tornadoes or Cal football games, are annual seasonal disasters. One summer during college, I edited commencement videos for various Ivy League and small colleges in the Northeast, and I have identified 4 main types of student commencement speeches. First, the disturbing statistics about the world speech. Second, the irrelevant joke followed by call for leadership. Third, the self-indulgent life story. And fourth, the I'll really miss you guys, usually with crying at the end. Hopefully I won't be crying today, but ladies and gentlemen, you are in luck, for I have decided to skip all these methods and instead let those not affiliated with the MBA program know what's been going on here the past 2 years. It started in the fall of 2000 when we decided to come to Berkeley. It was the peak of the dot-com hysteria, and our friends chided us for wasting 2 years in school instead of joining their startups. We heard, we're going to be the Yahoo of the pork industry. Or, we're going to be eBay, but for monkeys. Don't miss the IPO. Well, in retrospect, we did the right thing. And so we set off for a refresher course we like to call Math Camp, which for most of us was our first experience in a classroom in several years. I offered to help 75 of our classmates buy financial calculators. And foreshadowing the next 2 years beautifully, I placed the order with a company that went out of business the next day. And it was branded the calculator guy for quite a while. The class that had graduated before we got here was the last crop of privileged MBAs. They each got to choose among several job offers, and they negotiated foreign things like stock option packages. We first years got a brief taste of this through almost lavish corporate sponsorships and free doodads our first semester. But things started to falter and rather quickly. Corporate presentations and sponsorships went the way of vanilla ice. Job start dates got pushed back, and suddenly it was 1991 all over again, which was good for me because finally my wardrobe was back in style. Well, the job market may stink here now, but Berkeley MBAs are mostly staying, despite the fog today. In the words of one of America's great philosopher kings, Geraldo Rivera, never take a job where winter winds can blow up your pants. But amidst the failure of companies once thought of as revolutionary, MBAs were not about the limitless fantasies of the late 90s, but the hard business realities that came to light after the bubble popped. Now we might even need a new name for our biggest classroom, the Arthur Anderson Auditorium. I was thinking, how does Siebel Systems Auditorium sound? Oh, he's gone. Tough room. Well, we learned a lot over our last 2 years, mostly in teams. Dear guests, almost all MBA classes at Berkeley involve a group project for a real organization. Quite often, for lack of a better effort, that organization is Jimmy Bean's, our splendid cafeteria. And all those yearly operations projects have made Jimmy Bean's into such a lean, efficient, high-quality endeavor. 6 Sigmas weren't enough, and they had to add a 7th just for them. It's MBA humor. But teams weren't really about the project itself, as much as they were about learning to work with people. Different people from all kinds of different places, from Shanghai to Stockholm to Rock Island, Illinois. Above all, we learned learned that when in doubt, you should try to get a Canadian on your team. Those guys are great. In fact, a lot of you are great. I couldn't have imagined meeting more interesting, unique people in a program like this. Fantastic, really, guys. And now, 55 credits later, we graduate. We like to think of ourselves as being able to take on the difficult work of management, to parse cryptic financial statements, and develop strategies to make customers squeal with delight. But our diploma is available on Berkeley time in a few months. We'll say, Master of Business Administration. In addition to the weak and underselling name of the degree, we have to deal with the baggage MBAs carry in the real world. MBAs are often thought of as privileged and clueless youngsters who use fancy book learning and meaningless buzzwords. Making it worse, the most famous MBA in the world right now, besides President Bush, is the boring and slimy single guy at ABC's The Bachelor. But at least he went to Stanford. Certainly we leave here better prepared and more learned than when we began. And hopefully we figured out that before we even got to Berkeley, that business is the most powerful force in the progression of human well-being. And continuing to innovate is the best hope for the advancement of the species. Before I finish, I have to mention all the other things my classmates requested that I had a hard time getting into context here. Sorry. Charles Nelson Riley, Liberty Gibbet, Aaron McNally, Huzzah, I'm Not From Seattle, the Brave 29 of the DeSoe Grafting Trip, and the Archers of Loaf and the Women Who Love Them. Also, before I finish, I'd like to extend a special thank you to the administration and the Dean's Suite who keep Haas strong, the faculty who teach and inspire so much, and especially the staff in S440 who hold it all together and shield us from UC's Kafka-esque bureaucracy. Dave, Dan, Faye, Kim, and all the rest, you guys made our century. Finally, congratulations to all the graduates from all the programs here today. Let's go change the world. Thank you.
We will now recognize the full-time candidates for the degree Master of Business Administration. Assisting me today will be David Downs, Director of the MBA program, and Haas School Finance Professor Rich Lyons, who this year received honorable mention for the Haas School's Trite Award, the first time he didn't win it, for outstanding teaching in the MBA program.